All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and here we go again. Now, a lot of you know I barely even do videos on The View because they just a bunch of people that sit over there and slander the crap out of Donald Trump every single day. But every last one of them is ignoring the fact that Kamala Harris' husband, Doug Emhoff, allegedly slapped his ex-girlfriend, made her spin around, but yet they won't cover that. They won't say anything about that. MSNBC, CNN, NBC, ABC, all of them, they won't cover that, what Kamala Harris' husband did to a young lady. But if that would have been Donald Trump that allegedly hit somebody and they spun around, oh, it'll be all over the news. CNN won't none of them stop talking about it. And then we get to this point right here now. Y'all finna find out why Melania is getting ready to sue The View. I mean, they just didn't hit their last straw. Now, I don't watch them at all, but I seen that the Officer Tatum, because I do follow the Officer Tatum, and I seen that he uploaded a video saying that Sonny Holston slanders Melania with wanting to take out Donald Trump. So he pretty much saying that Sonny Holston pretty much saying that Melania wants to murder her own husband. I mean, come on. I can't see how The View is still on air. Now, I know a lot of y'all click on this video and be like, hey, dog, I can't watch The View. And I get it. I understand. But I want y'all to see this because I'm going to share this video on X after I'm get done with it because I want Melania to see this if she haven't seen it already. So y'all please watch the video with me until the very end. That way y'all can witness this dumb crap that they saying because Whoopi gonna try to hold it back, but like allegedly, you gonna pretty much try to tell her allegedly because she knows she's finna get sued. But I want y'all to see this. So please, stick with me. Watch it all the way to the end. I would really appreciate it because the more you watch it and hit the like button, more people will be able to see it. And that'll show now we could probably get The View canceled. They need to be gone and off air. So please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. That way you can stay up to date with everything that's going on. And let's find out what happened. Let's go.
I'm surprised that they are still on air.
I just said that.
And they haven't had their pantyhose sewed off. I don't know how they still existing. Listen to this real quick. Just listen to her talk about Melania. And thank God Whoopi Goldberg is telling her allegedly, because she finna get sued.
That's what I just said.
You know who has been bragging all over the campaign trail about how he's the one that overturned Roe v. Wade, but apparently his wife has different thoughts on the reproductive rights after posting this video.
No such thing as reproductive rights. Why y'all changing the words?
That's crazy.
Because y'all know it's wrong.
Exactly.
So you change the words called reproductive rights. There's no reproduction in aborting your child. That's not reproducing anything. Okay.
Plugging her memoir. Take a look.
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth, individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really mean?
There is nowhere, anywhere, unless they can prove it on this show, that she's talking about destroying the life of an unborn child.
They take everything out of context.
See, because real my body, my choice means something totally different. That means your actual body. Because when you have a child in your body, that's not your actual body. Because that child has a DNA that's separate from your DNA that matches the father's DNA. And then we can go down the list. This is one thing that kills me, and I'm going to move on, I promise. I'm going to let them finish. What kills me is that a woman can be in the first trimester, a man can punch her in the stomach, and do you all know what he's going to get charged with? Say it with me. Murder.
Yep.
Okay? He's going to be a murderer, and it's going to be on his record that he is a murderer. He's going to go to prison for murdering somebody.
Yep.
But yet a woman can go to a clinic, same trimester, same child, same stage of gestation, and take the life of the baby, and nothing happens. There's no shame, no nothing. Okay.
So she wrote this book probably a year ago.
Yeah.
So this isn't coming out of what's going on right now and all this crazy stuff they've been saying. So how do you think these clashing takes on abortion rights are going to play out with his base, with the people he...
How are they getting to the conclusion that it's a clash on abortion? She said, what does my body, my choice really mean?
They take everything out of context.
She disagrees with Donald Trump on the premise. And Donald Trump is pro-choice. If you ask me, he's pro-choice. Is he not? He said 15 weeks. That's a choice. He said IVF. He said that it belongs to the states. So if every state in the union want abortions all the way up to birth, Donald Trump said he's fine with it. That's what leaving it up to the states mean. They going to hell one day.
thinks are listening to him. Well, yes?
One thing
Joy?
I was... Wait, you raised your hand.
Go ahead.
That was so polite of you. So this is... I actually 100% agree with Melania's take, but I do think this could hit some single-issue voters. So in 2016, Trump got 81% of the white evangelical vote and 52% of the Catholic vote in 2016. These are a lot of people that show up at the polls turning their face at everything else and saying this is the one issue that matters. Trump himself has flip-flopped over the map, and he also conflicts with his own vice presidential candidate, so they can't seem to get on the same page.
No,
I actually think Trump probably feels like Melania does, but he made a lot of promises because he used to be pro-choice and he used to be more of a Democrat. I think he made promises and deals with the devil and has to pay up, and that's why he can't quite figure out which way he's going. But I do think this could affect enthusiasm for
these
people that
folks just be saying anything, and I get it. I see the reason why y'all say, "Hey, dog, I can't watch this." Like, golly, the lies. They take everything out of context. Just because they don't like Donald Trump, you know what they do? They go after people around him. Now they've been attacking Melania. That's the reason why I said Melania is suing Sonny Hostin. Like, I can't see how they even still on air. How do people even watch them? Like I said, I'm not following The View. I'm not subscribed to The View. Like I said, I follow the Officer Tatum, so I seen that he posted it, so I wanted to see for myself, what did Sonny Hostin say? We know they say a lot of slanderous stuff on this show, and they need to be sued. That's the only way they're going to stop. But all they do is just twist your word the same way ABC, NBC, all them do. Twist your words and add their own narrative in it. And say, oh, this is what they said. This is what she meant. Like, these people are pitiful.
are voting on this one issue.
So 62% of Americans oppose overthrowing Roe v. Wade. 62%.
Of Americans who were polled. Not 62% of Americans. Because you guys didn't poll everybody in America. I didn't get the poll.
Republican Party knows this. I think they put her up to this. I think it's a big scam. They put her out there, you know, as the face of, like, the American population that wants to have abortion rights. And they figure, well, maybe, you know, she'll talk him into. The only problem is she doesn't talk to him. But probably. But besides that, I think that this is just a big lie. It's another lie from that area. Don't buy it.
Well, by the way, I bet this is coming to a Kamala Harris ad near you very soon, that Melania Trump is in favor of not just abortion rights. She goes on to defend late-term abortion. What? She goes into great detail in the book about it.
Because she understands why less than 1% do that, just to be clear.
Yes, and I think that it's a couple.
Let me explain this. I haven't read the book. I put my life on it. That Melania isn't advocating or justifying late-term abortions. She's probably, and I haven't read it. I don't need to read it. Nobody thinks that late-term abortions make any sense. But they're conflating late-term abortions with a medical emergency in the life of the mother. When the term is late, when the children are about to be born and there's a complication that happens, and the doctor has to make a decision between the life of the baby or the mother, that's not an abortion. That's a medical life-saving procedure. Yep. That's not an abortion. That's not an elected abortion. Many cases, women do not have a choice in that. The doctor is going to do what it takes to save the life of the person that's the mom. Because what happens is there's something complicated going on with the baby. And if they don't fix that soon, the mother will die. And there's no guarantee the baby will survive. So there are, I don't know why they lie so hard like this.
That's all they do.
most women aren't having abortions in the 3rd trimester. Most women aren't. Most of the times that something is going on there, it's a medical emergency that has to happen. Now, there are some wicked, evil women that are doing it at 30-some weeks. That's a small portion of women that do it. That's not what Melania or anybody's talking about when it comes to anything late term. These women are barbaric. These doctors are barbaric to take the life of a 34-week child that can really live outside the womb. That's anyway.
Of things. Well, for one, this actually doesn't put her out of step with all modern Republican first ladies. Laura Bush, Barbara Bush were all actually pro-choice themselves and had declared that on the record before. But in the Trump era, if any other national Republican candidate running for president, if their spouse came out and said, I am pro-choice and I even support late-term abortion, their career would be over. But it underscores the hypocrisy with Trump and that just nothing matters within the Republican Party at this.
No, because you dumb trick bag. Donald Trump is pro-choice now.
See, they know the truth about Donald Trump, but their whole thing is to just slander him and lie. The same way the mainstream media is doing to Donald Trump every single day. Yet they talking about this abortion, but yet they won't talk about the 7th month, the 8th month, the 9th month, with Kamala Harris and her running mate, Tampon Tim Walz, said that they'll do. They ain't gonna talk about that. They ain't gonna talk about that. But yet they want to keep lying on Donald Trump. And all because Melania, that's his wife, they want to go after her too and just take her words and just add their own BS in it and try to run with it. I'm telling you, I can't wait until it come out that she sued them, and I want to see for how much, because that's the only way to shut them up. If you don't like somebody, critique them, but when you get to slandering and saying all this dumb stuff, it's like, no. Something has to happen. Because they're going to continue to do it.
Why are they acting like Donald Trump is pro-life? He's pro-choice.
They know that.
He believed that it should go to the states.
They know that.
He said he's not going to sign legislation to ban abortion.
Exactly.
He said he's not going to ban abortion pills that are sent out through the country. Donald Trump is essentially pro-choice. What are we saying here?
Point. I think it's twofold. I agree. I think it's strategic, even though it was written a while ago. I think they think this is going to give Republicans permission or independence to be like, oh, I guess I could vote for him because people who support abortion can. But it's also money. Who was going to buy this book outside of MAGA diehards? But now it's buzzy. Now we're talking about it because she's putting some stuff out there that's more interesting. So
you agree with me?
I do agree with you.
All right. Well, go right ahead, Missy.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all
That's
agree
a
on that.
So you're going to come out and say that you think Melania hates Donald Trump. I mean, these people just say anything. I think she hates him. How would you know if she hates? You don't even talk to this woman. This woman don't talk to you. So you're just going to put words in her mouth and say you think she hates him. Oh, my God, bro. These folks are just pitiful.
That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
They agree with you.
She doesn't want to be the first lady. She destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas.
No, Kamala Harris hates Christmas. Y'all ain't going to talk about that. You ain't going to talk about that yet, though, is you? I told you that's what it's all about. It's all about who we like. Listen to this crowd when she said that Melania wants to take out Donald Trump, and we know exactly what she's talking about. She didn't use the other two words she could have used, but she going to say she wants to take him out. That's why she did like this, like as if she got a knife in her hand or something. It's like, come on, man. She need to sue the mess out of Sonny Hostin.
All right.
Listen to this
right
crowd.
Ahead, Missy.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
They agree with you.
She doesn't want to be the first lady. She destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want
care. She doesn't care.
Look, I bet the producers are like, allegedly.
Exactly.
She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. she can't tolerate him.
Allegedly.
And she does.
Yeah, how do you know all this?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
You don't know all this.
Allegedly.
Now, y'all heard Whoopi? No. That's why she over there said allegedly. Allegedly. Because you can get your butt sued for saying some dumb crap like that, talking about she don't want to be in the same room as him. She want to take him out. She talking as if she know Melania personally. She have never talked to this woman. She had never talked to Melania. Don't know anything about this woman, but all of a sudden, because you don't like Donald Trump, you want to say what Melania don't like about him. It just don't make any sense. All these people do is sit up on here and lie. But yet they don't want to talk about Kamala Harris and her husband, Doug Emhoff, slapping a woman 12 years ago. And now it just hit the news on Daily Mail. They don't want to talk about that. But if it would have came out on Daily Mail that Donald Trump slapped somebody or slapped an ex-girlfriend 12 years ago, they'll be running with it right now. But they don't want to talk about that. They want to sit here and lie on Donald Trump like they do every single day. And now they want to lie on Melania about, like, as if they in her head and they know what she's thinking about Donald Trump. This woman said, Melania said plenty of times she loved Donald Trump and this and that. And then they get up on here and talk about, well, she don't like him. She want to take him out. She don't want to be the first lady. How do you know what she want to be? It's like, come on, man.
That's why I say allegedly.
Eyes told Sunny.
Allegedly.
She said allegedly. She didn't say allegedly.
The show did. She's still running her mouth.
Allegedly.
And so I really think that this is her way of undercutting his bid for the presidency, because then she doesn't have to deal with
But it would have hurt it more if she had just said, we all know you lost the election. Right. You know, like that would have really got.
They always talking about him losing the election and him. They always trying to say that Donald Trump cried about and complained about losing the election. Why y'all don't talk about Hillary? Hillary do the same. If that's the thing y'all gonna say about Donald Trump, what about Hillary? She still talks about it. Hillary still talking about she didn't lose the election. She's still saying Donald Trump cheated. But they don't talk about that. They only want to say Donald Trump didn't accept the election results, but Hillary didn't. And she's, like I said, till this day, she still talks about it. But they ignore it because they like Hillary and they don't like Donald Trump. This is what they do all the time.
Because we know he didn't just lose. Right. I mean,
know that.
Unless you're sleeping on the stump somewhere.
They know that.
But this is how they're simpatico. Like Alyssa said, she needs the money because he's broke. So she wants to make the money. Now her memoir is all buzzy. Now we're all talking about
broke.
it. Maybe now she's not as bad as she is. You know, I think that she wants to take him out, and she's doing a pretty damn good job.
Now she said it again.
The only reason I disagree there.
She literally just said it again. She want to take him out. Why you keep saying she want to take him out? I swear, man, Melania need to sue the crap out of something. That's I'm telling you. That's the only way it's gonna stop, and I believe she is gonna sue her. I'm gonna make sure I get this video on X too, and I'm gonna share it to Melania's page too, so she can see it if she haven't.
If we forget this, if Donald Trump loses, he likely goes to jail. We actually try the January 6th case. Yeah. We actually try the documents case. I'm not convinced Melania Trump wants to see the father of her children in jail. I think she realizes.
Sleep with him. She doesn't talk.
I honestly don't know anything about a personal relationship.
Here's the thing that I would say to everybody. This all started with a lie. Okay, when they brought in all those justices and they said, no, we're not going to touch it. We're not. Oh, yeah. Okay, and it's been lie after lie after lie after lie after lie.
Hey, why these hoochie mamas are not talking about Kamala Harris' husband who allegedly slapped the woman?
I just said that.
Why did not talk?
I literally just said that. That's the thing. That's the thing, like what Officer Tatum said. I said the same thing. Why they won't talk about that? They want to keep talking about Trump. They know this right here is in the news about Kamala Harris' husband slapping his ex-girlfriend. It's all in the news. Now, at least Chris Cuomo and Stephen A. Smith, they spoke on it. They said the same thing. They were like, oh, if there was Donald Trump, y'all will be running with it right now. CNN, everybody that don't like Donald Trump, they'll be running with it. But since it's Kamala Harris' husband, they trying to ignore it. They don't want to talk about it. And it's just crazy. I just said the same thing.
Talking about Kamala Harris' husband who admitted to having an affair with his nanny and getting her pregnant.
Yep.
Why they want to talk the degeneracy of Donald Trump, but then when they do it on their side, they act like it don't exist. Even a dumb fake Republican on here. Anyway.
He continues to say, everybody wanted it. Nobody wanted this. You wanted it.
I wanted it.
You wanted to make a change because you thought this was going to put you over the top, and what you weren't expecting was to get your behind kicked on this issue because everybody didn't want it, because people know enough, because half the population is female. We know how our bodies work. So these are conversations we'll have with our doctors. We don't want to have with your vice president.
Your doctor who's a man. Stupid. These women so silly
I'm
to me.
telling you, they are
My
crazy.
body, my choice. Men need to stay out of it. But the doctor that's performing this and the doctors that you're seeing related to your reproductive health are men. So should they not have any say in it? Should they not? They say trust the doctors. It's me, my doctor. Well, your doctor's a man.
Yep.
So make your mind up. Are men not involved in this, or they are?
Central candidate.
And to Sarah's point about evangelicals and Catholics within the Republican Party, you're absolutely correct. This has been one of the most animating issues for 50 years. There's a segment of the population that wanted Roe overturned, but it's not the majority of the country. And one of the most consistent things I hear from Republican women who always they always said they were pro-life. They always generally opposed abortion when Roe was the law of the land, is that now that they're seeing what that looks like, and it's this patchwork where it's different in states and people are dying, women are losing their fertility because they can't get access to care they need. Women who even opposed abortion are coming around and realizing some access matters.
Yes.
That is where the vast majority of the country is.
But I'll take it a step further. I actually think that, and I'm Catholic, and people know
You're not Catholic. You lying.
my stance on abortion.
No, you remember, Sonny Hostin, that your family was slave owners. We do remember that. But yet, hey, Whoopi them ain't gonna talk about that, though, about Sonny Hostin. This woman is just fake.
I'm against abortion. However, I think Catholics, even 51% that's been quoted, they now think, you know what? I don't care if you have an abortion, but I don't want the government to tell me what to do with my body. And that is a position that took me years. As you know, Whoopi, that is a position that took me years to get to. But I believe what I believe, but I will be damned if I tell you to believe.
But doesn't this make it confusing for people? I mean, this is the first time in 40 years that the federal ban on abortion is off of the Republican platform.
Yes.
So how are people who are Republicans supposed to respond to that? I don't understand.
I think it's deliberately meant to be confusing. Donald Trump first said he was going to vote for the Florida initiative, then he said he wasn't going to. Now his wife is pro-abortion. I think he thinks he can win the issue by being all over the place and people being unclear, so they might vote for him at the top of the
I'd like to
ticket.
remind all those Christians and Catholics out there that it is a much bigger conversation than just abortion.
Yeah.
And if you are,
This is why we shouldn't let women vote.
I'm telling you, this is
Now,
crazy.
do I mean that in the fullness of me saying that? No. But I think that we messed up when we tried to give women rights, because many of them don't know what to do with it. And when I say rights, I mean giving them a false sense of authority over men. I'm a firm believer. Women may disagree with me on this. That's fine. You don't have to agree with me on every single thing I say. But when you give women authority and even false sense of bravado to think that they're equal to men in leadership positions and things like that, they begin to go cuckoo. They begin to have takes and have perceptions that are insane and counterproductive. Women do not understand that their freedom is actually them getting played. My freedom to be as promiscuous as I want to be is destroying women. It's destroying women's reputation, and they don't get it. You wonder why women are unhappy, why they single, why they getting divorces, because they have been lied to have a certain persona and that it's okay to be a certain way, and men don't like women like that. And then they marry weak men and they hate them, and they divorce them eventually. Because they are told you need to wear the pants, or we both wear the pants in the household, that we are equally in authority in the house. And then they marry a man like that, and they're miserable because he's a beta. They want a real man with calluses on his hand. And they'll cheat on that weak man with the strong man. Or they'll divorce the weak man, wanting the strong man. But what happens is you washed up at this point. And that strong man that you evaded all these years don't want you. Let me say this. I got to get off my chest. They say, my body, my choice. Women, do you not understand that you are essentially, I'm trying not to say nothing vulgar, but you become more of a hit it and quit it for men now that you can go perform that reproductive care. Why? Because men are asleep with you and don't care. They don't need nothing from you. You get pregnant, that's on you. Go to the clinic. They'll coerce you to go to the clinic. They'll advocate for you to go to the clinic. They have no respect for you. And that's fine. Women think that's totally fine. It's cute until you're lonely and sad or you with a dude cheating on you every weekend. I don't know why women go down that path. Oh, it's my body, my choice. You getting played, sis. Dudes are playing you on that. They do not respect you. They will hit because they know that they don't have no responsibilities. I'm not saying these women, I don't know their story. But women, they get ran through and then they want to still be on a pedestal. It's like, wait a minute, they lied to you. You can't just go sleep around with men and have fun and have orgasms without consequences. And then
Yeah, he right though. But like I said, that's it right there. I don't even want to hear no more from The View. And like I said, the Officer Tatum did his thing in the video. Like I said, I had no idea about this because like I mentioned before early in the video, I don't watch The View, don't like to. But I do be wanting to witness when they say some stupid stuff so I can hear it for myself. And I want my people to hear it and stuff like that. And that was the only reason I checked this out because other than that, I really be ignoring them. But when you making slanderous stuff like this and saying that Melania wants to pretty much murder her husband, it's like, nah, we ain't finna allow that. And that's why I wanted everybody to witness this with me so you can say, yes, you heard it. And we're going to get this video over on Twitter, over there on X. Hopefully Melania sees it. So like I said, salute to everybody that watched, especially one that stayed to the end. If you did stay to the end, please let me know in the comment section that you did. I would really, really appreciate it. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.